Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm excited. I am going to be sharing my foundation routine. I was thinking I have so many makeup tutorials on my channel, but I don't talk about foundation and my base. So your base is so important. Just set the tone for the rest of your makeup and it can really make or break a look. So if you are interested in knowing my routine and seeing what I do to get a flawless face, keep on watching. I start off with fresh skin. I have washed my face, I have toned it, I have moisturized it, I have put lip balm on. I'm gonna jump into primer. So I'm gonna use, this is MAC's Prep and Prime Skin Base Visage. I'm gonna take like a pump and a half of this and work this in the center of my face. It smooths your skin, blurs your skin, and it just gives you a nice base to work with. I hope you guys like my change up with my look. I know I don't really wear wigs on my channel that often, but it's Thanksgiving week and ain't nobody got time to do 2 washes before Thursday. Yesterday I did a braid out. I gotta save that for Thanksgiving. This wig, I've worn it in a couple of videos before. I'll let you know down below what wig it is and where it's from. I'm gonna color correct. And this is the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the orange. I like to hit my target areas, which is under my eyes, the mustache area, pretty much around my mouth. And a little goes a long way. Sometimes I put a little on my cheeks because I do have some hyperpigmentation there, just a little bit. And then on my chin. And this is just gonna ensure that that discoloration does not peek through my foundation. So it's gonna help my foundation not work as hard to cover these areas. I'll start blending this out. You just want to make sure this is blended into the skin. I'm gonna like press this under my eyes, especially under your eyes. So me, I'm more of a full coverage girl. I like to really make sure my skin is flawless. So this is not an everyday routine by any means. So once I'm happy with this blended out, I'm gonna go ahead and set it. And just to mention, I don't think I mentioned this before, the reason why I use orange, because orange cancels out blue. If you have a color wheel, you can kind of see that the colors correspond. They can loose powder, the DERMABLEND, and I am gonna just lightly set that with the same brush. And this is just gonna ensure that that corrector does not move. Set that corrector. Put a little on the brush and just set. I am normal to dry skin. I don't really get oily. The only time I would get oily is if it's hot and I sweat, but I don't have a problem with oil or anything like that. I love the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. I wear 360 Mocha. It's a little bit darker for me, but I love it because it gives me the same tone and it just helps me further color correct. Take some of this on the back of my hand. This is a really affordable foundation. Taking it on a brush and I'm just gonna dab this on my face. Good thing I'm wearing this headband because I would definitely be getting some of this foundation in this wig. I'm just gonna smooth that foundation into the skin. And then down my neck a little. What about concealer? I have 3 of my favorites that I currently have right now. I love the Infallible Full Wear in Honey. This is a really, really good concealer. It's thin, easy to blend, comfortable to wear, hydrate. Of course, the LA Girl. This is an oldie but goodie. I use Toffee. And then I had this in my collection, my stash. The Tarte Shape Tape. This is in deep, gives me a nice undertone. One thing about the Tarte Shape Tape is that it's a thick concealer. So before, when I used to use it like all the time, I would just apply way too much. So now I just apply just a little bit right there. Then I'll highlight the rest of my face. This concealer looks way brighter on camera than it actually is in real life. The lighting, that's what it is. And I will let this kind of dry down a little bit. Blend this concealer out. Do my under eye last. You can use a brush, like a eyeshadow brush, to blend out your concealer. I go back and forth between a brush and a sponge. Let me make sure this is blended under the eye. So I do have little creases. And then I'll go back in with that brush even if I feel like I need to blend it out even further. And I'll just tap around where that concealer is to make sure it is blended. I'm gonna go ahead and set this immediately. MAC Studio Fix, this is an NC45. I'm gonna set those highlighted areas. This is an e.l.f. blush brush, but I just love this for highlight. I'm gonna take some, I'm actually gonna dab some off. This is kind of a dry powder, so I always start kind of really lower, and then I bring up excess up closer to my eye. This is just gonna set everything and give me a nice highlight. So I start down here. To prevent a cake face, I do less powder. Then for contour, I don't be really in a mood to do cream contour. I just like to do powder bronzer, and that's why my foundation is a little bit richer than, like a little bit darker. I'm gonna go in with Ebony Bronze by COVERGIRL. Work this into the hollows of my cheeks and wrap it around. So this is a warmer bronzer. Just use it all over the face. I'll probably dust a little bit on the forehead. You don't feel like bronzing. I just want to just give my face a little bit of dimension. I'll go in with the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Dark Deep. And just use this. I'm pretty much done with this powder. Don't worry, I know it's a little red on my chin, but I have a trick for that. I'm gonna go in with my loose powder and soften everything up. I have to do blush. I have to do blush. Sephora collection. This is the Poppy blush. I bought this for vacation. I love this blush. Like, I use this, I've been using this every time I do my makeup since July. And I just cannot put this blush down. It's such a good color. You can use either color or you can just mix them. I just mix them. Take it on this brush. And I'm just going to put it on the apples of my cheeks. And into that bronzer. This gives a nice flush. And it shows up really well on my skin. I build it up. Blush is the first thing that goes. Yeah, you see how pretty that is? This is my all over face powder that I love. When I don't have my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, I use L'Oreal True Match in Nut Brown. This is just a really good shade for me. And I'll just take a little on this brush and a little of my translucent powder. And I'll just mix them both just lightly. Use that brush to kind of blend everything in. I really use this color to go down my neck and rid of that bronzer on my chin. So to avoid a cake face, use less powder. Here, see how we're liking everything. I'm gonna add a little bit more blush because I just love this blush. It may seem like a lot on camera, but it's really not. My face with my facial spray. This is from Mario Badescu. This is the lavender kind. This is really gonna melt all those powders and everything into the skin. Going with my favorite highlighter. This is the Master Chrome by Maybelline, Molten Gold. If you don't have this, girl, where have you been? Morphe M441, it's just an eyeshadow brush. I find like this is my favorite way to apply highlighter. I'll take some on my nose, the bridge of my nose. I'll take some on the side of my face. Really work that product in. And me, I've never loved like a beaming highlight. I just like a highlight that looks like skin. I don't even want it to look too crazy when I turn my head. I just want to look like I have a natural glow going on. Do a little on the forehead. I don't do the Cupid's bow. Just to do the remaining on the chin. So I'll go in with my highlighter brush and just kind of soften the edges. Here's the base. Up close. Add a little bit more blush and bronzer. Just a little bit more. Just the apples on my cheeks. Just to make sure everything is seamless. This is my base. Hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial on my foundation routine. If you have any questions, leave them down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.